Hi everyone, it's Ismar. Since the new Halloween event has come out, all the skins have been fully released, it's time to have some fun with potential designs that could have been cool. So sometimes I like scrolling on Twitter, X, whatever you call it, and I like looking at these concept skins. One artist who's come up a lot is Kurazun, creator of the Spaghetti Goob skin, which is available in the official Dandy's World game. Oh my god, look at this one of V and Shelly. Oh, so cute. I'm gonna be making 3 of them today. But if there's any you see here or from somewhere else in the community or even your own suggestions, let me know and I would love to do more of these videos. The first tune I started off with was Looey. He's one of my favorites and I've recently seen a lot of fan art of this Juggalo Looey skin floating around the internet. It really seems to be a fan favorite and I can see why. The whole dark clown aesthetic, and a lot of people are also fans of ICP. I used the Showtime Looey skin for reference because I wanted to keep in the bounds of what realistically would change about his skin. So, you know, things like whether to just repaint his pants on his legs or to make them 3D, and I compared on the Showtime one, he does have these balloon type cuffs on his trousers. So I followed a similar style for his shorts, and yeah, I think it worked out pretty well. Next I moved on to his arms and made little shirt sleeves as well, making sure to add a little detail of the stripes and editing the topology a little bit just to speed up this process. I then added the ICP symbol. I'm not sure what exactly this is from because I don't really listen to many of their things or follow their music that much, but I just know that this is one of their symbols. The next thing I tried to replicate was the smug glance he has going on. So I flattened Louie's eyes, made them less round. I added his face makeup bit by bit, starting with his under eye makeup and then moving on to his sort of pointy, exaggerated eyebrows look. They kind of look like the bat symbol. And then taking care to give him a decent sized nose. I know on the ref it looks quite small, but I tried to match it up with his Showtime skin a little bit. I tried giving him eye bags to accentuate his black eyes from the grey face paint. Didn't work out too well, so I ended up scrapping that and just adjusting the face paint further, giving him more of a squinty type of look. I did end up adjusting the line weight on the top of his eyes, his sort of eyelids region, and I think that helped it stand out really. I kept his stretchy, toothed smile the same and just painted around it for the lip makeup. And you'll just see me making minor adjustments here and there, just rounding off every edge to make the lines blend in a bit smoother. I curved his tail a bit and then adjusted his pose. But this was Looey more or less finito. I was really happy with how this came out. I think he looks super goofy. Alright, next up we have Gummy Goo. Oh my gosh, I saw this and immediately was like, I must model this. Oh my gosh. I started straight off the bat with skinning him green. Just all of his parts, taking in the different tones used in the reference and trying to match them up in a flattering way, making little adjustments where I thought would help it stand out. I used his topology again as a guideline for the colouring the lines. It honestly helps so much, it speeds up the process rather than UV unwrapping it again. Anyone who does 3D modelling knows that can be a bit of a tedious process. I then noticed the gummy version had more rounded sides. I did end up stretching out his fluff a little bit. I then adjusted his smile to give him the little cheek chub on the side, and I took some creative liberty on the face because I felt like the green eyes, the white in the eyes being the same green as the skin, didn't work out great, so I just made it a bit lighter. Then here's me adjusting the face fluff, making it more blobby for Gummy Goob. Blobby Gummy Goob. And here's me rigging him up. So squishy, so silly. Then Gummy Goob is complete. Finally, we have Pebble! Pebble, oh my gosh! I think we were robbed of this shark one. Actually, I don't know if I can say that. I do like the hamburger skin of him so much. But oh, how cool would this be if we got this skin in a future update? Imagine like a Frutiger era themed skin release for the characters. I think that would be so cool. But this Pebble definitely reminded me of it and got me a little bit hyped. I mean, Finn would already be halfway there because he is very like fish and aquatic oriented. And Shrimpo too, to be fair. Just give him like a Hawaiian shirt or something. So I started off coloring Pebble the blue and then outlining his little wider areas. It then started with this little band for his shark fin. I assume that's what like keeps the shark fin on, like a little hairband thing. I think it's super cute. I copied his topology and separated it, added a solidify modifier and thickened it up to make just a quick band without having to model it from scratch. I did go in and tweak it a bit later. It does look janky now, but ignore that. For his eyes, I ended up keeping the model they were and just giving him little eyelids. This would make any animations with him much easier to handle. And I think if Blush Crunch Studios were to do this kind of expression on him, this is how they'd go about with it. I copied one of his leg pieces to make that little shark fin, and I went in afterwards and sculpted the bite mark kind of thing, the chip in his fin. Making sure it looks good from all angles, checking to make sure I didn't miss anything, fixing that little band around him. And when I was happy piecing everything together, I thought it was time to move on to the tail. So what I did for this, I duplicated the original tail, doubled it and resized them both and stretched them out a little bit to make the like shark-like tail he has going on. I played around with some design ideas for his little mouth, and then settled with the little toothed fang he has. And that was Pebble complete. So that's all of these skins recreated in the Dandy's Royal art style. A big thanks to Kurazun for their amazing concepts. This video wouldn't be made without them. Let me know what you guys thought. Did I nail it or, I don't know, fail it? And which ones should I do in the future? Christmas is around the corner, so if there's Christmas designs, I might be eyeing those particularly. Anyway, I'll be reading all the comments, so do let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.